YouTube, welcome back to another video in Hustle with Zidd. So today we are going to scrape the data from IMDb website. So I will show you how. So let me create a IPYNB file. Okay, so I'm going to name it as scraping data from IMDb. Okay, so what are we going to scrape today? So top 1000 movies of IMDb. Okay, so we got the list. So these all are the movies we are going to scrape. So what exactly are we going to scrape now? The movie name, and the time, run time, and year when it is released, and rating 9.2 in this case, and we are going to scrape the Metascore, votes, and gross. Okay, in order to do that we have to first import the libraries. So we have to import pandas. This will help us to create the data frame, and import pandas as PD. PD is the alias name, and import requests, and from BS4 import beautiful soap. Okay, done. Shift enter. So once this is done, I am declaring a variable name URL, and I'm giving this. Okay, so I will leave this link in the description. You can use it. So this one is my URL. I had pasted it. Okay, now I'm creating another variable named response request.get of URL. So this will help us to get the response from the web page. You can just Google it. What is the meaning of the response? 200 is the code. That means we had response was given successfully. Okay, and now I'm creating another variable named soup, and from this beautiful soup I'm passing this response, and I want the content of the web page, means I want the HTML content of this page, content in the form of html.parser. Okay, this is good. And now let me print soup. Shift enter. So here it is. So the whole HTML page data is this. Okay, so once we are good with this, so what do we exactly want? So I am scraping the name, time, rating, Metascore, year, votes, and gross, total gross. Okay, so in order to do that, you have to go to your developer tools, or you can just simply right click if you are using the Chrome or Brave browser like me. So you have to go to this Control Shift I. If this option is not available, then you can go to the developer tools and check. It will come something like this. So we don't want this part, we just want this part. Okay, cool. So what exactly we want? I want the name, so I'm just right clicking on the name and inspect, and here you can see that we are getting the name. So before we do that, before we extract the name and everything, so let me create some variables, means empty list, so that I can store the data, extracted data in it. Okay, so the first one, movie name is equal to an empty list. Okay, and the second one is year, the second one is year, the third one is rating, the fourth one is Metascore, the fifth one is votes, and the sixth one is gross. Okay, time, okay, rating, one another empty list, and Metascore, one another empty list, and we want votes, and we want finally gross. So we had declared the empty list here. So whatever the data we are going to scrape is going to be appended in this list. Shift enter. Okay, so once it is done, so we have to do little R&D, that where is the whole data is stored. So let me close this too. Okay, you see this? I'm just clicking on this, and the first column, first row has been highlighted, and I'm selecting this. The second row is going to select it, and the third, selecting the third one, and the third row is being highlighted. That means the whole data is stored in this particular tags. Okay, so let me just copy this and show you. So I'm creating a variable called movie data is equal to soup dot find all. So find all is a function with the name of tag, just like regex, and my attributes are, I'm opening an empty dictionary and defining it, if this same as written here. See here, my class name is lister input, lister item mode advanced. Okay, want to see what exactly it is? See, so these data, so row 1, row 2, row 3, each and every data has been extracted and stored in this. So why are we doing this? Just for the simplicity. So let me remove this, and let me write a for loop for let's take store is a variable, means just for store in movie data. Yeah, what basically most of the people write for I in some x, means for example there is a range 1 to 100, so it will take 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5 and so on till 100. Okay, so first we want the name, movie name. I'm just declaring a variable to store dot where it is stored. Let me show you. Inspect. So it is stored in inside the dev, inside the h3, inside a tag. So we are writing the same. So it is present in h3 tag and then a. So h3 dot a dot, we want it in the form of the text name. See, American Beauty. Now you may get confused that where is American Beauty. It is showing us the last value, that is the 100th value. Okay, and what happens if I remove the dot text? It will show you the tag data. Okay, it is showing us the tag data, and we don't want the unnecessary things, so that's why we are using text here. Okay, now what exactly we want to do? We want to store the whole 100 movie details, the whole details, into one variable named movie name. So movie name, just click on tab, it will automatically come. Name is the name. Okay, so you want to see what happened exactly. So movie name, say the whole data. So in short, if you want to see the total count, I am importing numpy here. It's not necessary basically. Import numpy as np. Okay, so so np dot count non-zero, and here movie name. See, so there are total 100 names. So just to cross verify, there are total 100. Okay, so this part was not necessary, just I want to show you, verify the things. Okay, now we are going to extract the year. We can't use the same name. Say we can use year of release. Okay, so I'm using the store again. From store, what do we want? Where is the year? Inspect year. So year is in A, no, in H3, in span. Okay, it is in H3, and then we can use the find also. There are totally 3: find all, find, or find underscore all. We can use, so we can use find whenever we don't have any idea. The full idea means the full name, whenever we don't want to use the full name. Okay, span with class underscore is equal to, I'm using the full name here, but it's not necessary. Year of release. So we just want this thing, so that's why text, in the form of the text 1999. And if you don't want this also, dot the braces also, then you can use this. With nothing, yeah, dot replace with nothing. Okay, fine. And we are going to insert in the variable name year. Okay, year dot append year of release. See, the whole 100 data. 1999, it should be American Beauty placed at the 100th variable, 100th index, maybe 99th index, 1999 and 2000. Yeah, okay, so far it's okay. Let's see another variable, time. We want time now. So I'm using a variable name runtime, and store, and from store I'm using, sorry, inspect, it's in p tag, and the in span tag class name is runtime. So let's see, store dot, it's in p tag, and find, it's in span tag, that's why we are using span, and then class underscore is equal to, what's the class name? Class name is runtime. I think it will throw, okay, again in the form of the text form we want, okay, that's cool. If you don't want minutes, then replace min with nothing. Space min with nothing. Okay, and we are storing it in time variable is equal to what, sorry, time dot append of runtime. Want to see time variable? So here it is, all the values. Cool, so far cool. What's the next thing we want? We want rating. So where it is? Here. Click on inspect. It is in div tag. It is in div tag with the class name this. Let me copy this. Okay. So rating, I'm using as rate as the variable. Okay. Container no store dot okay, I can do in this way. Let me check it. It's in div class. It's in div class with class name is equal to this. Right. I want the text. Then replace /n with nothing. This should work. Yes, it worked. Rating dot append rate. So far we had covered these. Now Metascore. Meta is equal to store it's in this. So I'm using find variable here, find function here. Find, it's in span. Since there is a space, that's why I'm avoiding using this the whole class name. Meta, and I want this thing in text format. So non-type object has attribute text. So you may also occur with this error. The error is because you had seen that Metascore is 80 for the movie The Shawshank Redemption, and for the second movie it's 100, but there might be a chance that for a movie there is no Metascore. So then you may get this type of error. So if has data, then you have to print this thing, or else you have to print some $$ cap. Okay, so I can write here. I just want to remove the extra spaces here, so that's why dot replace the empty spaces with nothing. Yes, Metascore dot append with meta. Now if you want to see, I exactly don't know the index, but this movie doesn't have the Metascore, this movie doesn't have the Metascore, this movie doesn't have the Metascore. So there are few movies that doesn't have Metascore, that's why we got that kind of error. So whenever you come across this kind of error, you have to write the if else statement, because which states that if there is some value, if there comes any value, then you have to print this thing, or else you have to print this thing. Simple, it's very simple. Okay, after doing that, we want votes and we want gross. So if you carefully examine this thing, the whole thing, so it's under the p tag with the name NV, and another thing is this one, name NV. They have the same thing, but we also want the same thing. So I'm creating a variable named values, and from store I'm using find all function. This is also a function where we can use. So span address. Okay, what's the name? See, I'm just saying in this the above line, I'm just saying find all which has tag span and name is equal to NV. So name is equal to NV. So now we will get this line of data and this line of data. Okay, so value, the zeroth index will give us the votes, and the first index will give us the gross. So using a variable named vote is equal to value, because, and I want the zeroth index. The zeroth index is this, the zeroth index in the form of the text. let me show you vote in the form of the text. Okay, so votes dot append of vote. See the whole values. There might be a chance that for some movies doesn't have votes or some movies doesn't have the gross. So then what you have to do, you have to use the if statement and else statement. This will reduce the chances of error. Okay, I'm using another variable named grosses. Grosses is equal to value and it's the first index. If you forgot, when we want the first index here, so values dot txt. So it's saying the list is out of range. We can write if length of values is its value, if length of value is greater than 1, else some symbol. Gross is equal to append grosses. Did you get what exactly I did? So I just want to extract the data whichever present in the first index. So there might be a chance that some movies doesn't have the value in it. So values of the first index, I want the data from the first index and then in the form of the text. So we got an error there because some movies doesn't have the gross value gross in it. Some movies doesn't have gross in it. So I told that if length of value is greater than 1, because if the movie doesn't have the gross value, then the first index won't be present. So that's why I did this. If length of the value is greater than 1, then we will get this value, else we will get this value. See, I'm mentioning it as length, so don't get confused between the length and index. Length is different and index is different. For example, length of some mouse, so it has it should be length of mouse is not defined. Okay, mouse is equal to mouse, or you can just simply say length. I know we are deviating from the topic. Say length is 5. So don't get confused with length and index. So this part is over. So now I'm creating a movie df is equal to pd dot data frame, and I'm creating a dictionary name of movie is equal to what is movie name, and here year of release. Now year, the third one is this, watch time is equal to time. The fourth one is movie rating. And the fifth one is Metascore. Same name, Metascore. Okay. Votes. And the last one is cross collection. Okay, so arrays must be of same length. So this is because I ran this thing so many times that these values got appended. So these values got appended. Let me show you. So np dot count on zeros movie name. See, the values got appended. In order to do that, what I'm doing, restart and run all. See, there is star mark. Okay, so let me do it. Let me print it. Movie df. So here is your data set. Head of, I want the first 30 list of the first 30 movies. Okay, so just try it.